So today I'm going to be diving into the latest controversy surrounding Lucasfilm's recent series, you guessed it, The Acolyte, which is currently sitting at an abysmal 15% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And I'm going to break down just how badly Lucasfilm missed the mark with this one, how badly they communicated with fans, and how they failed to provide us with a positive atmosphere leading up to the show's premiere. I'm also going to compare The Acolyte to the Fallout series, which has a female lead, by the way, and is currently sitting at an 89% positive rating. What did Fallout do right and Star Wars do wrong? I'll be talking about all of this in this video, so let's dive into the video, shall we? So let's start with the most glaring issue, Kathleen Kennedy's constant focus on the toxic sector of the male fan base. We've been hearing her talk about this literally for the last 10 years, and I'm so over it. Instead of engaging with the broader Star Wars community, which is full of genuinely good people, by the way, Kathleen Kennedy seems to zero in on that small little toxic part of the male fan base. Yes, I get it. There is a small and very vocal and loud toxic part of the male fan base, but why are you focusing on them? This approach has alienated a significant portion of the fan base who are genuinely excited and supportive of Star Wars, who are genuinely good people. And it really feels like Lucasfilm is more interested in stirring up controversy than providing fans with a positive atmosphere. And if we take a look at what Kathleen Kennedy said months prior to The Acolyte's release, you can see that she was already focused on that small, toxic part of the male fan base. In an interview with Variety.com, she said the following: operating within these giant franchises now with social media and the level of expectation, it's terrifying. I think Leslye has struggled a bit with it. I think a lot of the women who step into Star Wars struggle with this a bit more because of the fan base being so male dominated. They sometimes get attacked in ways that can be quite personal, end quote. So by saying just because the fan base is male dominant, it is more toxic, this statement is actually very sexist. Imagine if a man said that just because a fan base is made mostly of females, that makes that fan base more toxic. Again, this is an extremely sexist statement by Kathleen Kennedy, and as a male fan of Star Wars, I literally do not feel welcomed to this fan base anymore because of this constant focus and hate directed towards men coming from Kathleen Kennedy. And not only this, but Kennedy acknowledges that the Star Wars fan base is mostly male, so why is she not focusing on the positive part of that male fan base? You know, the genuinely good people like fathers, brothers, friends, and sons who are genuinely good guys who want good Star Wars and good storytelling. Instead, she continually engages with that small negative part of the male audience and makes the rest of us good male fans suffer by not giving us what we really want, good Star Wars. And then there's Leslye Headland, the showrunner for The Acolyte. Before The Acolyte even premiered, Headland openly admitted that she hired a writer who knew absolutely nothing about Star Wars and then bragged about this to the fans. Why would you say this leading up to a show's premiere? This is what Leslye Headland said to the fans. She said, "Yeah, I just thought it would be good to have the perspective of a person that had literally never seen Star Wars until she was in the room. And she said to me, 'Why do you want me in this room? I've never seen Star Wars. I have no idea. I think there's a dog in it, but I don't know anything.'" End quote. I mean, come on. We're talking about one of the most beloved franchises in history, and you hire somebody who knows zero about it. Fans expect and deserve a team that respects and understands the universe they're trying to expand. So this kind of move not only added fuel to the fire even before The Acolyte's release, but it caused fans to go and review bomb The Acolyte well before it even released. It made fans feel like their passion, and knowledge of the Star Wars universe were being disregarded and undermined by a group of people that just did not care. So instead of creating excitement, this generated skepticism, it generated disappointment months before this show premiered. And let's talk about Lucasfilm's ability to hire directors. So Lucasfilm, they need to be hiring likable and experienced directors who have already proven their worth and are passionate about Star Wars and are not going to be generating so much controversy within the community. So take Bryce Dallas Howard, for example. She's directed episodes of The Mandalorian, and she's received praise from both cast members and fans. And some of her episodes are fan favorites, and she has a great rapport with both the cast and the fan base. So hiring directors like Bryce Dallas Howard, would not only ensure high quality content, but also foster a positive relationship with the fans. So what could Lucasfilm have done differently before The Acolyte's release? It's not rocket science, right? For starters, engaging positively with the fans before a show's premiere is key. It's everything, actually. So they shouldn't be focusing on that small negative part of their fan base and constantly addressing them. Stop doing that. I don't know why Kathleen Kennedy keeps on doing this. It just stirs up more negativity. And honestly, hearing it for the millionth time from Kathleen Kennedy makes it feel like she might have something against men. And secondly, hiring writers and creators who are passionate about and knowledgeable in the Star Wars universe would have reassured us fans that the franchise is in good hands. And other franchises have shown that positive engagement and respect for the fan base can create a supportive and enthusiastic community. Just look at the Fallout series, for instance. It currently sits at an 89% rating, has a talented female lead, and the fans love this show. I wonder why. It's probably because the production team on Fallout were not baiting their fans into arguing with them by making broad statements like, since our fan base is mostly male, it's toxic. Imagine if Fallout were saying that to their male fan base. Again, this doesn't require a college degree. This is not rocket science here. This is common sense. So at the end of the day, Star Wars is about bringing people together through incredible storytelling, and Lucasfilm's missteps in communication have created unnecessary division between Lucasfilm and their own fans. It's absolutely crazy, it's insanity, and it needs to stop. So let's hope they learn from these mistakes in the future. Will it happen? If we look at the past 10 years, I have no idea if this is even possible. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, everyone. I will see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you always.